Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 20/20 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Arizona Cardinals. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 29-yard line.
Ready. Mike by four. Watch the pass.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
Watch the slap. Watch the slap.
Right back to him on first down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. On play action, it's Murray. Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Mike 380. I'm here all day. Man left. Even. Four down. Even. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second and 9, Wilson throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9. from the shotgun. Wilson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt kicks out of bounds, and they will spot it right at the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Check back, check back. Hey, let's go. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. That's Hayward. Field defense.
To throw is Murray. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, T.J. Watt, there on the coverage. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
And they had him bottled up, but here's a late flag, and a face mask is going to get a much better starting position. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man. Complete. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Here's Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the 1st drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. They were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it. Any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether it's seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Mike 54. 3 buzz. Right there. That's it. Right there. 50. Let's go. Ready.
Murray now on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Murray. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. And this now 3rd and 11 after that second down completion actually went back a yard. We're scoreless after 1. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
53 is the mic. It's our time.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. 23 yards on the play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
His throw caught. What about the foul? Touchdown, Cardinals. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are on the board first here tonight. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Watch the safety creep. Check 31. Check 31.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. He's got a first down. That's his first catch. Remember, he's the NFL leader in that category at the midway point. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Here we go. Sponge. No. Check that. Preload.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. They'll run on first down. It's Pratt. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 19. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Russell Wilson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. Boswell good with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
First down, Murray. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. That goes for a gain of 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Murray now on first down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Devin Bush, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. What a spin. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10.
14.
Here's Wilson to throw. Buying time to his left. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Throwing is Wilson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score.
Come on, fellas.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it's Wilson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Wilson now on 3rd down. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
Break this tie. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
Here we go. 54. 60 out long. 54, Mike. I got one.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch that.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Got a man open, that's Harry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
4 down. Under 10. Bang, 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 bang.
Operating from the gun, Wilson eluding the pressure right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. To throw is Wilson. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001. And the Steelers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one a first down pickup of 8. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And again this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
From the gun on third down, Murray. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 37. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll run with Sanders. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a third down and about 9 to go. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty, but there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance.
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air because otherwise he's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order to have the distance, and that usually puts it in jeopardy, gives him a chance to block it, and everyone knows it on the other side. That's when you get your best jumpers on the other side of the field to try and get up and get it.
They'll look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster in the final minute. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. The kickoff unit is out on the field and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
And that one? Oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
On first down, Bowman. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll run it now out of the gun. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. First carry for James Conner. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. And Boswell's kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And got his man complete. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. And even 60 yards. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
They come up on a first and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. Finding the end zone on the game's final play, as they are now an extra point away from perhaps stealing one here in the final minute. No time on the clock. This to claim victory. And he has got it. And to borrow a baseball expression, they're going to walk off a winner. Well, this was a game we'll have in the memory banks for a while. The winning touchdown at the end, and then they had to get that extra point. You know, the knees were shaking, but he put it through, and boom, a dramatic victory.
And just remember, prior to 2015, that extra point almost felt routine, didn't it? Like it was a fait accompli. But when we moved it back to the 15, now the drama kicked in. So, yes, a touchdown, extremely important.